I made myself a white chocolate mocha. I tried. Doesn't taste the best, but we're saving money, so cheers. Right now I have a client that's about to get here. While she was scheduling her appointment, she sent me a picture of her natural nails because they are really bitten. Her nails are really bitten and she has more of like a wider nail bed. And she asked me if I can do a short almond on them. Yep. And if you're a nail tech, you know how short almonds don't look good on bitten white nails. So I'm gonna record the process. I'm gonna try to record as much as I can to see how I do it. I'm also gonna give you guys some beginner tips. So if you're a beginner that struggles with short almonds, I'm gonna show you exactly how I do it. Okay guys, maybe I was exaggerating a little bit because her nails are not that bad. To be honest, I've seen way worse. But it is tricky doing short almond nails on someone that doesn't have a narrow nail bed. If you know, you know. Right now I'm removing the shine from all of her natural nails, but because her nails are bitten, she does have small nails at the moment. But this is why I love using this small mandrel bit. And I'm not judging her nails at all. I used to be a nail biter myself, and the only way I stopped biting my nails is by putting acrylic nails over them. And it has to be acrylic, not gel X or press-ons, because I will literally bite through those as well. And that's why I always recommend applying short acrylic nails if you're a nail biter, as long as they don't hurt or you don't have any damage on your natural nails or skin, because acrylic allows your natural nails to get a break from the biting and it gives them time to actually grow. The only thing is you have to make sure you keep up with your acrylic fills until you get rid of the nail biting habit. And making sure that you don't rip your acrylics off either. Either get a fill or a soak off. And if y'all think that I'm just pulling this out of my ass, I'm not. I used to be a really bad nail biter just because of my anxiety. I didn't get rid of the habit until I started doing acrylic nails. So if you're a nail biter, I would just try doing acrylic nails and getting your fills. Now I'm applying the nail tips, and I like to use these short almond nail tips that I got from Aliexpress. Now I am not sure if you guys can see, but her skin near the free edge pops up a little bit. And this is what typically happens when you bite your nails too short. And as a nail tech, you have to be careful on how you glue the nail tips on because they can end up pointing upwards instead of flat. So what I like to do is I hold the nail tip for about 30 seconds or more to make sure that it glues at the correct angle. And I like using the pre-shaped nail tips for this because it gives me that cute almond shape that I want. You can definitely use square tips and shape them yourself, but I feel like they can come out looking more of a round shape instead of almond, especially if the client has a wider nail bed or especially if you're a beginner as well. And I feel like pre-shaped nail tips just give me that cute almond shape and they save me time in case that's something that you're working on as well. And I didn't end up recording this part, I know guys, I'm sorry, but I also like to file the nail tips to make sure that they blend in with the natural nail. I also like to file the side walls of the nail tips as well to make sure that they look as narrow as possible. For the application, I'm using the Cover Acrylic Soulmate from Elegance Nail Supply, and the brush is a size 12 from Acrylic Pro. If you're a beginner, I recommend going down to a size 10 maybe. The monomer is also from Acrylic Pro. I didn't get much of the application process on camera, but here I'm showing you how I'm using my first bead kind of in the middle of the nail and bringing it down to the free edge. I'm also showing you how I'm using my brush to clean the side walls and the free edge of the nail. You want to make sure that you don't lose the almond shape that we created with the nail tips. So just using your brush to just shape up the free edge and the side walls and avoid flooding as well. Also, don't be like me and make sure you're wearing your gloves, especially when touching acrylic. I have the bad habit of forgetting to put my gloves on before my acrylic applications. Don't be like me. Also, make sure you take your time when doing your application. I like to do the 1 or 2 bead method just to avoid bulky almond nails because it's very easy to make your almond nails really like thick and bulky, if that makes sense. After my application, I go in with the shaping. Here I am using my 180 grit file. I start by filing underneath the free edge, then I file the side walls. When I'm using my hand file, I focus on the bottom half of the acrylic nails, and I use my sanding band or my 5-in-1 drill bit to file near the cuticle area. So right now we're just focused on the bottom half of the nail. Anyways, as I'm filing the sidewalls, I make sure that I'm removing any bulkiness and making sure that I keep my almond shape even. Typically, what I see in beginners is that either the almond shape is slanted or one side is more rounded out than the other. So just making sure that you're taking some time to look at the shape and seeing if there's any sides that you need to file more. And after I'm done filing the sidewalls and the free edge, I start filing the surface of the nail, making sure that I'm removing any bumps or dents that were left behind during the acrylic application process. One way to tell that your nail surface is even is after filing, you'll see that most of your nail surface turns white, but if there's any little spots that are not white, that means that your nail surface is uneven and that you need to keep filing. Anyways, I'll let you guys watch the rest of the process. So that is basically it on how I get my short almond nails on Bitten nails. And here was her before and this is her after. I didn't get a good picture of them, but this is the client's POV and she really liked them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!